everybody, welcome back to Straight and Narrow Overland. My name is Joe, and today we're going to be doing some camping at a campground. Now, where I'm at is called Hakkasan Recreational Forest. It's kind of like a national park, but more geared towards like camping and going on recreations and hiking and all of that great stuff. And today with me, I've got my my little poodle here, and you can see my son roaming around in the background, just having fun. So come along with me as I set up camp, and let's get started on this adventure. Okay, everybody, so right here on the ground behind me, I have a deck, as you can see right here. And on my deck, I've got tent number 1. Now, this is an older tent. Wow, look at my hair. The wind is just blowing it around out here. It's quite windy. But so I've got the tent here in this big bag. This is an older tent. It's a really big tent, but I'm also thinking about getting rid of it. Just trying to lighten up some of the equipment, make it a smaller footprint. You can see like it is just absolutely packed full of all of our camping equipment. Now, like I said, I'm really wanting to downsize the camping equipment, just that way I don't have that much. My footprint is smaller when I do go camping, and that way, you know, it's just, it makes it easier to load in and load out when I want to go camping. Hopefully one day I'll have me a pickup truck and I can just store it all in the pickup truck. But all right, here we go. Let's get busy. Okay, everybody, so now as you can see, I have it all laid out, and you can see it's quite a big tent. Now I have to go through and set up all of the rods. There are rods that go diagonal and straight across for the roof, and there are, oh wow, it's been a while, there are 7 structural rods, 1 for each corner and then 1 in the middle on each side, front and back. And then you will just see how huge this tent is. It's really big. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, so now I have the roof poles set up. Now the hard part of getting all of the support beams or the support poles set up and the tent raised. Whew, I forgot how big this tent was. I'm out of breath, I'm tired. Here we go. Alright, everybody, I've got the tent done. I can now work on tent number 2. Let's get started. Alright, everybody, so this is going to be the hot tent. Here we go. So I had to cut. I was gonna set the tent up, the hot tent, but it just keeps falling down. I cannot get a peg in the ground. There are too many rocks in the ground. I've actually broken 2 of my pegs, so I'm gonna have to buy some new pegs for my hot tent before I can use it again. Yay. So, well, I guess tonight, instead of this being our living room and dining room, is gonna have to be just our regular tent. And you can see that it has gotten so windy. My hair is all over the place. So I've got to rethink the strategy of this, because where I'm camping now, this is a great place for camping, but if you have a tent that requires pegs going into the ground, it's not that great. It's just there's too many rocks here, and maybe it's just this site that I picked for my tent. There's some more tent sites right back behind me, and back over that way, back behind the camera, there's some more sites. All right, so I think I need to explain why there's no dinner in this episode. Truth be told, I was just so tired and so frustrated from trying to set up the hot tent and breaking 2 of my pegs, which thankfully were not the actual pegs for the tent. They were just extra pegs that I had. But anyways, I just was frustrated and tired, so I just wanted to enjoy dinner with my family. So I also just did not want to have to worry about filming content. Just relax. So I just put everything to the side for the rest of the night. Now, as you'll see in this next clip, from the morning, I got no sleep. It became so cold the next night, or that night actually, colder than what they had forecasted. And even though I had heaters, it was still quite cold. And so it kept me from being able to sleep comfortably. And I just was quite grumpy and even more exhausted the next morning. Now, I say I'm going to show some of the places and the facilities around the campground, but I was cold and I was tired, so I just decided to make a quick breakfast, pack everything up, and get home, which you can see I am now home. So if you like this video anyway, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, hit the subscribe button, and while you're at it, click the bell icon, so that way you can be notified when new content is uploaded. And always remember to escape the indoors. Good morning, everybody. It's about 8:30. I've been up since about 6:30 actually, but didn't really sleep very well last night. A windstorm that was forecasted for later today actually kind of showed up in the middle of the night last night, and it got very windy, very cold, very fast. But fortunately, I'm gonna have to cut this camping trip short because we're supposed to get winds of up to 40 kilometers an hour, which it could be a little bit dangerous trying to camp in, especially with my son and my dog. If it was just me solo camping, sure. but working on cleaning up the camp right now. And gonna make some breakfast, have some coffee, but I'm gonna show around the campsite a little bit first, and hopefully, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Oh, beautiful sunrise coming up over that mountain right there. Show around the park, the recreational forest, show some of the bits that make it a nice little camping area. Sorry that this episode is actually cut short. I didn't really get to show anything really that could really pertain to the show. But it is what it is. It's growing pains, stepping stones. So learn from mistakes. But wow, I'm looking kind of rough this morning. All right, guys. So just hang tight, and I'll see you in a bit.